All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back for part two here of the emergency live briefing here. So it's definitely not going to be good here, guys. We can definitely see that we're having more observed tornadoes definitely coming ashore here. Let's actually take a look at this warning here. So let's actually go in. This is tornado warning issued at 4:55 p.m. until 5:30. So we're still looking at about half an hour for this. It's the South Central Beauregard Parish and Northwestern Calcasieu Parish in southwestern Louisiana here. So at 4:54 p.m., a tornado-producing storm was located east of Starks, moving northeast at 35 miles per hour. This is a damaging tornado. This is radar confirmed. This tornadic storm will be near Buller around 5:15 p.m. and DeQuincy around 5:20 p.m. So we have a long way to go here, guys. Definitely not good. We also have that flash flood warning here. This is for West Central Allen Parish and Beauregard Parish, Northwestern Calcasieu Parish, Western Vernon Parish, Northeastern Hardin County, Southeastern Jasper County, Central Newton County, and Southeastern Tyler County. This is all in southwestern Louisiana, central Louisiana, and southeastern Texas here, guys. This is until 7:30 p.m. So Doppler radar indicated thunderstorms producing heavy rain across the warned area. Between 1 and 3 inches of rain have fallen, and additional amounts of 1 to 2 inches or more are expected in the warned area. Flash flooding is ongoing or expected to begin shortly. Flash flooding definitely caused by thunderstorms here. So some locations that will be impacted by flash flooding include Lumberton, DeRidder, Leesville, Silsby, Newton, Kirbyville, Counts, Rosepine, Maryville, Reeves, Bon Weir, Fields, Singer, DeQuincy, Call, Starks, Ragley, Deweyville, Boona, and Dry Creek, guys. That's definitely not a good situation, but you can definitely see a tornado on the ground here. Let me zoom out a little bit so that way we can get past these warnings. Let's actually get out of these warnings really quickly. So yeah, you can definitely see. Let me go back over here. Right in here, guys, just to the southeast of Lucas, to the east of Big Woods. Unfortunately, that tornado did come through Big Woods, but we have that tornado on the ground here. So this just went across Edgar Lee Road here, so definitely not a good situation. This is lifting off to the northeast, and it does look like it should be heading into a more radar indicated scenario here. However, it does look like right in here is where that tornado would be situated, so we're going to have to watch this very carefully. Let's actually go to correlation coefficient to find the location of this. And you can see right in here is where that storm system would be. This is West Houston River Road. This is heading off to the northeast. We're going to have to watch this very, very carefully. So let's see here. Looks like there's actually one down by Sulphur as well. It is radar indicated. So that's somewhat good news. Not all the time. Because these tornadoes could definitely spin up very rapidly. We still have that observed tornado, so it actually went right through Big Woods here. So it's right here off to the east. It's heading towards Buller here, right between Buller and Perkins here. So we're going to have to be on the lookout for this. It definitely could be a very strong system. Definitely Perkins, get into your tornado shelter immediately for sure. This is not a system you want to play with, guys. Definitely not something that you definitely want to be out in. And let me take a look at this other tornado that we have here down to the south. And we definitely have some activity coming ashore here. So this is what we expected. We definitely expected some water spouts. So we're going to have to watch out for that for sure. But yeah, like I said, we're going to have to watch out for waterspout formation for sure coming inland here. These storms definitely look pretty intense. This is radar indicated, but this is for the next 40 minutes. So tornado warning for Cameron Parish in southwestern Louisiana until 5:45 p.m. So a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located 6 miles southwest of Creole, moving northeast at 65. So this is definitely moving very rapidly. So we're going to have to watch this very carefully. Locations impacted include Cameron, Lacassine National Wildlife Refuge, Hackett's Corner, Creole, Sweet Lake, Gibbstown, and Rutherford Beach, guys. So definitely be on the lookout for this. It's definitely not a situation that you want to play with at all. We still have that tornado warning up to the north. It is radar indicated, so it does look like that tornado has lifted right now. But still, this is definitely a very volatile situation here. We definitely nothing to play with. As you can see, we have that severe thunderstorm warning with tornado possible, 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts. This is for northwestern Cameron Parish, western Jefferson Davis Parish, southwestern Beauregard Parish, Calcasieu Parish, southwestern Allen Parish, southeastern Jefferson County, and south central Newton County. This is southwestern Louisiana, as well as southeastern Texas. So definitely not good, guys. So definitely covering a very, very broad area. And we do have that other tornado warning, the new one that just came in here. So this is at 5:05 Central Standard Time, so just a minute ago. Severe thunderstorm capable of producing both tornadoes and extensive straight-line wind damage were located near Carlis, moving 8 miles south of Salford, moving northeast at 65 miles per hour. So definitely have to watch that very closely. So flying debris will be dangerous to those caught without shelter. Mobile homes will be damaged or destroyed. Damage to roofs, windows, and vehicles will occur. Tree damage is definitely likely. So we're going to have to watch this. Locations impacted include Lake Charles, Sulphur, Westlake, Iowa, Lake Charles, Regional Airport, Moss Bluff, Carlis, Leblow Settlement, and Gillis. So definitely be on the lookout for that. Hello, Marlene. Definitely God bless. We definitely have crazy situations happening. We have multiple tornado warnings definitely popping up there. It seems as we progress through the night, the tornado warnings are definitely increasing in coverage. Definitely not good. So this tornado warning, a particular one, includes highways along Interstate 10 in Louisiana between mile markers 16 and 43, and Interstate 210 between mile markers 1 and 12. So definitely a very broad area for sure. But you can definitely see we have 3 tornado warnings here. We have 2 of them, one run right around Lake Charles here. And then we have one just to the southeast of DeQuincy. And then we also have one coming ashore here. So that's not a good situation, guys. Definitely not at all. Let's actually switch over to velocity here. So not good. You can see right in here, we definitely could have an observed tornado once again. So it's definitely not going to be a good situation for sure. This is to the southeast of DeQuincy. So we're going to have to watch this very vigorously. But definitely not a good situation for sure. Let's actually go down to the correlation coefficient. Definitely not good at all, unfortunately. It definitely looks like these tornadoes are actually going to begin ramping up in coverage and intensity, unfortunately, as we go out throughout the evening hours here and through the overnight as well. So definitely not good. But you can see how messy the setup is. You can get these thunderstorms developing here. Unfortunately, this one to the north definitely has that kink structure to it, as well as that appendage sticking down. So we're going to have to watch that very closely. Indeed, they are definitely getting hit for sure. Especially last year as well, when they had those. New Orleans actually got hit by those 2 EF3 tornadoes, so that's definitely not good. Unfortunately, it could actually repeat itself tonight as we progress into the evening and overnight hours tonight. So once we get closer to about 10, 11, even midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning, we're definitely going to get those storms over here towards Louisiana, southeastern Louisiana, that is. So we definitely have to watch this for sure. And they've definitely been getting hard for sure. Definitely praying for Louisiana. So yeah, definitely it's not good. We also have that special marine statement. So let's take a look at this. This is for Calcasieu Lake, coastal waters from Cameron, Louisiana to High Island, Texas, about out 20 nautical miles. Coastal waters from Intracoastal City to Cameron, Louisiana, out 20 nautical miles. Sabine Lake, waters from Cameron, Louisiana to High Island, Texas, from 20 to 60 nautical miles out. And waters from Intracoastal City to Cameron, Louisiana, 20 to 60 nautical miles out. So severe thunderstorms capable of producing waterspouts were located along a line extending 22 nautical miles northeast of Port Arthur to the mouth of the Sabine River to near High Island 199, moving east at 30 knots. East of this line, severe thunderstorms, several thunderstorms south of Holly Beach, Cameron, and Grand Chenier south 40 nautical miles are showing radar indicated rotation and capable of producing waterspouts. So definitely not good. So hazards include waterspouts and wind gusts in excess of 50 knots and small hail. So waterspouts can easily overturn boats and create locally hazard seas. Boats could suffer significant structural damage in high winds. Small craft could capsize in suddenly higher waves. This includes West Cameron 45, West Cameron 48, West Cameron 149, High Island 22, West Cameron 398, High Island 199, West Cameron 198, High Island A 177, West Cameron 110, West Cameron 196, High Island 116, West Cameron 76, West Cameron 71, High Island 170, the mouth of the Sabine River, West Cameron 368, West Cameron 167, West Cameron 168, High Island 167, and High Island A 100. So definitely be on the lookout for this. It's definitely not a good situation for sure. It looks like that tornado warning here that was coming on shore has been allowed to expire. However, we do have these 2 tornado warnings back to back here. So north to south here near Salford, Lake Charles, and DeQuincy. And we also have another observed tornado. So here we go again. A confirmed tornado was located near Bowler, or 7 miles southeast of DeQuincy, moving northeast at 45 miles per hour. So definitely get to your tornado shelters out ahead of this storm. Definitely outrunning this storm is not an option. This is a hazardous, damaging tornado. This tornadic thunderstorm will remain over mainly rural areas of south central Beauregard and north central Kalikasu parishes, so that's good news. Unfortunately, there are still people that live out here, that could be impacted by this storm system, so we're going to have to watch. Let's see if we can get in here. You can see that appendage here, especially right in here is where the tornado is going to be sitting. You can see the tornado warning has been extended. Let's actually take a look at the velocity measurements. There it is, guys. Very, very tight couplet on radar. So this is just to the southeast of Gordon. This is going to be trekking across Highway 171 all the way up through Bell and Reeves here. So definitely be in your tornado shelter if you are in the path of this storm. It's definitely not good. Yeah, definitely rain up there to the north. Yeah, definitely. I can definitely see that happening. I believe you guys are in either the marginal or the actual general thunderstorm risk. I know in the Ozark Mountains are definitely getting hammered with snow. So that's definitely interesting to see this dynamic system. There it is, guys. There's a debris ball. So just to show you guys, this is getting ready to cross Highway 171 here. So we have to watch this very carefully. Let's get a distance measurement on this storm here. So we're possibly looking at 1,238 yards in width. So we're going to have to watch this very carefully. It's definitely a very strong storm system. Gatine here, definitely be on the lookout. Right to the east of 171. This tornado is going to come directly to the north of you. You can see there are some neighborhoods in here that we're going to have to watch for as well. So if you live in these areas, definitely take shelter immediately. If you live on J.M. Gimnick Road and Jackson Gimnick Lane as well, definitely get to your tornado shelter immediately. This storm is definitely going to be on top of you very quickly. This will be heading over West Entrance Road and Barbara Hill Drive as well, down through Carter Road. So definitely not a good situation. Short drive as well. But you can see this massive tornado, very, very dangerous tornado is definitely here, guys. So this is for southeastern Beauregard Parish in southwestern Louisiana and southwestern Allen Parish in southwestern Louisiana. So at 5:10 p.m., a confirmed large and extremely dangerous tornado was located near Gillis or near Ragley, moving northeast at 60 miles per hour. This is a particularly dangerous situation, so a PDS warning. So take cover now. So definitely be on the lookout for that. So you said your sister and your mom in Fayetteville have gotten some snow, huh? Wow. Yes, definitely. You definitely see the dynamics in the system for sure. So you guys so be on the lookout for this. If you live in southeastern Beauregard Parish and southwestern Allen Parish, you are in a life-threatening situation. Flying debris may be deadly to those caught without shelter. Mobile homes will be destroyed. Considerable damage to homes, businesses, and vehicles is likely, and complete destruction is possible. We saw this in Deer Park earlier today. This is actually where Reed Timber is now. There was a lot of damage in Deer Park, so it's unfortunate. Definitely to see. So this will be around near Ragley, around 5:15. So right now, it's right over Ragley. It'll be over Reeves in about 10 minutes, 5:25. Dry Creek and LeBlanc around 5:30, and Harmony around 5:35. So definitely please take shelter immediately. This is a very dangerous storm system. You definitely don't want to be caught out in this particular situation for sure. It is definitely not good. But yeah, guys, you can see the broader picture here. You can see these tornado warnings are definitely very intense. You can definitely see this tornado is definitely ramping up. Here we go, guys. It's getting ready to cross 171 here into Gatine here, so we're going to have to watch out for this. It's unfortunately going through these neighborhoods. So the tornado currently is situated over J.M. Gimnick Road, Jackson Gimnick Lane, West M. Herbert Lane as well, so we're going to have to watch out for this. Definitely take shelter if you guys live over here in the neighborhood just across here in Carter Road, Barber Hill Drive, even in Stephen Road here. But you can see there's definitely houses out here. Unfortunately, they're going to get impacted by this massive tornado. Let's actually get a distance measurement on this once again. Let's see how big this tornado is. It's quite possibly over 1,500 yards in width, so it's definitely over 15 football fields in width, so it's definitely a very, very large and dangerous, destructive tornado. Unfortunately, this may be one of those tornadoes that could be possibly EF2, EF3, maybe stronger. It could definitely be an EF4, but we'll have to wait and see. We can't really say what kind of strength this tornado is just yet, but by looking at the radar data, the correlation coefficient data, and the velocity data, you can definitely see it's a very, very strong storm system. So let's actually look at the velocity once more. Yeah, we got velocity measurements are very strong in here. We're talking about over 100 miles per hour at this point, possibly even into 131 miles per hour, so definitely not good. If these measurements are correct, that's definitely a very strong storm, tornado for sure, 125 mile per hour winds. So it's definitely not a good situation at all. Let's take a look at the reflectivity real quick. That tornado is definitely hiding in rain. So unfortunately, it is a rain-wrapped tornado, so we're going to have to keep an eye out on this. It's definitely a very, very destructive situation. You can see that it has crossed 171 here. It's going just to the north of Gatine here. So if you live there, definitely please get in your tornado shelter and stay in your tornado shelter. If you guys do not have a tornado shelter, definitely get to the lowest level and get to the interior of the building that you're in. Definitely put as many walls between you and the outside as possible and stay away from windows. This is definitely a very, very intense situation. This is actually going to continue tracking off to the east and northeast. So the places impacted include here. Let's take a look. Definitely see, unfortunately, there's houses in the path of this tornado. Let me see. Try to zoom in on some of these road names. So Hunter Road, definitely be on the lookout. Foreman Road as well. So definitely not a good situation. This tornado is expected to ramp up and come right over your locations here. So definitely please get into your shelters. This is not a good situation, folks. It's definitely very intense. This is actually heading towards Bell and Reeves. So if you guys live in Bell and Reeves, definitely please get to your tornado shelter immediately. This is definitely not a situation to play with. If you live on Topsy Bell Road as well, all the way down from Topsy all the way to Bell, definitely please make sure that you get off of that road. Definitely find an area where you can pull off in and find a sturdy building and get inside that sturdy building. It's definitely pretty crazy. But you could definitely see that debris ball here. It almost looks like two debris balls, which could possibly be, but I do believe that this is one tornado, so it's not good. This tornado could possibly be over a mile wide at this point, so it's not a good situation. So a confirmed large and extremely dangerous tornado was located over Ragley, moving northeast at 60 miles per hour, so you are not going to get out of the way of this storm. Do not try to outrun this storm. Definitely get into a safe spot immediately. Definitely, if you're driving, definitely pull off and get into a sturdy building. This could possibly be an unsurvivable situation if you guys try to flee this storm. This tornado is moving at 60 miles per hour northeast. So not good. This is a particularly dangerous situation. Definitely take cover now. The hazard is damaging tornado. You are in a life-threatening situation. Flying debris may be deadly to those caught without shelter. Mobile homes will be destroyed. So if you're in a mobile home, definitely find sturdy structure immediately. Considerable damage to homes, businesses, and vehicles is likely, and complete destruction is possible. So this is getting ready to head over Reeves in about 5-6 minutes from now. So guys, definitely get into your tornado shelter immediately. This is definitely important. If you guys have any family, friends, or colleagues, or anybody that you know that lives in these areas, in Reeves, Dry Creek, Harmony, and LeBlanc, definitely try to give them a call. Definitely tell them to get into their tornado shelter immediately. If they do not have a tornado shelter or basement, get into the lowest level of the building that they're in. Definitely create as many walls or put as many walls between them and the outside as possible, and stay away from windows. This is definitely a very dangerous situation. So about 5 minutes it'll be over Reeves. About 10 minutes Dry Creek and LeBlanc, and around Harmony in about 15 minutes. So we definitely have a very, very dangerous situation here. So that's definitely not good. You can definitely see how massive this storm system is. Let me zoom back out again just to show you guys here. Take a look at that. It's getting ready. It's lifting off to the northeast here. So Fulton and Edith, definitely get to your tornado shelter. Bell and Reeves, get into your tornado shelter immediately. If you're traveling along Highway 190 here, east or west, we definitely will make sure you guys pull off, get to a safe shelter, or, I wouldn't suggest outrunning this thing because this thing is moving at 60 miles per hour. So it's going to be very difficult, especially with the blinding rain and the hydroplaning hazard that's out there. But definitely try to pull off and get to a sturdy shelter immediately. This is not a storm system to play with, guys. It is very strong. It is a large, destructive, and dangerous tornado, so we're going to have to keep an eye out on this. This is heading just to the south of Edith. If you live in Edith, definitely get to your tornado shelter immediately. And Bell as well, and along I-90, I-190 here, between Edith and Bell, also Reeves. And then if you're traveling along 113 here, you definitely have to get to your shelter. It's definitely not going to be a good situation. We could possibly be talking about a tornado that is about 1.25 miles in width, so that is not good. So this is almost worst case scenario here, guys. Definitely very strong rotation couplet in here. We're basically looking at about 110 mile per hour winds in this area, so that's definitely not a good situation. So you can tell it's a very, very strong tornado. Oops, didn't want to press that. Yeah, it's a very, very strong, destructive tornado, very violent. So we're going to have to make sure that you guys get out of the way of this. You can see that bound weak echo region there. This is where the mesocyclone is dynamically piping down to the surface. So we definitely have that tornado on the ground here. You can tell just to the south of Edith here. So not a good situation. It could be over 1 mile wide and moving at 60 miles per hour to the northeast. So, imagine a mile. Just imagine where you're at right now. Just imagine 1 mile in width and that traveling towards you at 60 miles per hour, that entire area. Can you imagine how hard that would be to get out of the way of that? So we definitely have to make sure that you guys get to your tornado shelter. This is definitely a very disheartening situation. Especially you can see that there are people in the path of this storm system. So if you guys know anybody that lives down here, definitely make sure that you let them know that a large, destructive, and dangerous tornado is heading in their direction. So it's still observed. So it's definitely confirmed extremely large and dangerous tornado moving northeast at 60 miles per hour. Particularly dangerous situation. So this is a PDS tornado warning. So take cover immediately. This is a life-threatening situation. If you're in a mobile home, unfortunately, you will not survive this tornado if this tornado strikes your area. So definitely please get to a sturdy shelter immediately. So this tornado is getting ready to hit Reeves in about 2 minutes here. Dry Creek and LeBlanc in about 7 minutes. Harmony in about, let's say, 13 minutes. But it's definitely a very, very strong situation here, guys. Definitely not one you want to play with. Let's actually go back down to reflectivity here. You can see that inflow notch on the back side of this storm. So this tornado is definitely hiding in rain. So unfortunately, you're not going to be able to see this thing coming in. But you can definitely see these notches here. They're definitely not good. We have that radar indicated tornado down to the south over Lake Charles as well. Definitely see that kinked area here in that bound weak echo region. So that mesocyclone is trying to dynamically pipe down to the surface. So we're going to have to watch that very closely. However, we're looking at this tornado up here near Bell and Reeves. It's definitely very, very intense. It looks like it is going right over those areas at this moment. The velocities are coming down a little bit. But nevertheless, they're still upwards of 70, 80 miles per hour. So definitely be on the lookout. It's still on the ground here. It just went through Edith. It's tracking right along Highway 190 here, heading into Bell. So definitely be on the lookout for this. This is going to cross Highway 113 as well. And eventually, as this moves, it's going to go Bell into Reeves, just north of LeBlanc as well. So we're going to have to watch this between LeBlanc and Harmony. So if you guys are listening, definitely get into your tornado shelter immediately. This is definitely a very, very intense situation. You don't want to be caught off guard with this. That's the reason why I did end the live stream earlier. I did get some food, so we're good to go on that. So I'll definitely probably be on here for a while tonight. Like I said, I work at 4 a.m., 4:30 a.m. tomorrow. We are supposed to get hit with some snow, so we'll see what happens there. I have a vehicle, all-wheel drive vehicle that has snow tires on it, so I should be okay. It's just the icing situation is what I'm concerned about here in the Pittsburgh area. You can drive all you want in the snow and the rain, but once it comes to the ice, it's very hard to drive in that. So we'll see what happens. But I do plan on staying up at least a majority of the night to keep you guys updated to this current situation. Especially, I want to make sure that those in the New Orleans area definitely are safe and along into Louisiana tonight. as well. It's definitely going to be a very dangerous situation tonight, so we're going to have to keep an eye on this. Where we have a chance at significant destructive tornadoes, such as this one. This one's heading right into Bell. So this is going on Topsy Bell Road, just to the south of I-90 here. Looks like it's tracking pretty parallel to the road here, but eventually it will cross this region, across Topsy Bell Road into Bell. Unfortunately, it looks like Bell is going to take a direct hit from this tornado. So definitely pray for those in the path of this storm. It's definitely not a good situation. We're possibly looking at about 1,200 yard width tornado, so about 12 football fields in width. So you can see how devastating that could be for this area. So not good, guys. Definitely not good at all. Yeah, definitely not good. Sorry, I got to grab the drink there for a second. Here we go, guys. It's definitely moving into Bell, unfortunately. So I really hope that those in Bell, heeded the warnings of their local officials, but definitely heading into that area. Still radar indicated. I still see it on the ground, unfortunately. So this is still radar indicated rotation. I'm surprised that they actually took down that warning there. We do have something back here as well. Let me take a look at that. This is right over Longville here. Very curious to see what this is as well. Vertically integrated liquid. Yeah, that's very, very interesting to see. It almost looks like a massive debris ball going over Longville here. There could be something going on here. This is crossing 171. It does have a tornado vortex signature on it, so we're definitely watching this very closely. But it doesn't look like any way of rotation. There's a little bit, but not a lot. It's more focused over here towards Bell and Reeves. So I have to keep an eye out on this. Let's look at the correlation coefficient again, see what's going on here. I still see that tornado occurring here in Bell and to the north of Bell. So it's definitely not good. We have those CC drops here. So this is along, let me see what road this is here. This is along Harrison Road. So definitely be on the lookout for this. It's to the northeast of Bell. This is going to get ready to cross Highway 113 here. And unfortunately, it's going to be tracking off to the northeast. You can definitely see that, and definitely tracking here. It's going to cross Highway 113 here. Definitely not a good situation. Looks like it is situated right over Harrison Road. And off to the northeast here. And as the system continues to move, we'll definitely take a look at this. It is going to go into Harmony, so if it does continue to track to the east and continue to produce tornadoes, it is going to head right into Harmony. So guys, if you live in Harmony, definitely get to your tornado shelter immediately. This is not a situation to play with. So if you live in Carpenter's Bridge Road through Harmony, definitely take shelter here. It's definitely not a good situation. This tornado is still on the ground. Even though the tornado warning says radar indicated, I can still see some of that debris in the air. So we're going to have to watch out for that for sure. We go to velocity measurements. We can definitely see that little kink right in here. So this is getting ready to cross 113. So we have to watch this very, very closely. This is to the north of Bell and Reeves. So definitely not good. You can see that inflow notch coming out behind this storm system. So this is definitely a nice bow echo system. Unfortunately, you can see these kinks all around here. You can see that bound weak echo region. So you can see that mesocyclone circulating just to the south of Bell and Reeves. And you can see that tornado up to the north of that a little bit. But yeah, I can definitely see this thing is still on the ground. It looks like it has weakened significantly from what it was before. We'll definitely see if it back builds into a larger tornado. It looks like it's about 658 yards in width, so about 6.5 football fields still, so definitely be on the lookout for that. Hello, Deborah. How are you? Definitely hope you're staying safe tonight. I hope everybody here is staying safe tonight. It's definitely a very sombering situation to see. I saw that Deer Park earlier today got hit by a pretty destructive tornado. It was at least EF2, I would say, just by the damage. I was looking at Reed Timmer's footage. So if you guys are interested in that, definitely head on over to Reed Timmer's channel. He definitely shows a lot of stuff. Unfortunately, Reed Timmer's footage has been getting stolen lately, so it's not really good. Yeah, we're doing good here. We're doing well here. Deborah, definitely thank you for that. I definitely sort of concerned up here, not about the storms up here. I'm just more concerned, obviously, about these tornado warnings and things like that. But in our area, we're concerned about the ice that's going to happen here. So it's definitely not very good. Up here in the Pittsburgh area, we could see some snow and some ice. So we're expecting between 1 to 4 inches of snow and possibly a glazing of ice. So it's definitely not good. I know tomorrow morning, starting at 6 a.m. up to the north, especially along I-80 and 79 there, they're actually restricting vehicle. They're actually going to start restricting certain vehicles. So if you're towing a trailer, things like that, you're not going to be able to do that tomorrow. So it's definitely going to be interesting. But it's definitely not a good situation here. But we have this tornado. We'll see if this gets extended or not. This is radar indicated still. So severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located near Dry Creek, moving northeast at 55 miles per hour. This tornadic thunderstorm will remain over mainly rural areas of east central Beauregard and west central Allen parishes. Nevertheless, it could definitely still produce a very, very destructive, strong tornado. It does look like it is starting to wind down a little bit after crossing 113 here. There we go, guys. It definitely looks like it sort of disappeared a little bit. But these storms can definitely ramp up very good. Indeed, I'm glad there's no falling iguanas up here for sure. It would be interesting. I would definitely be interested to see that. It sucked for the little guys falling out of the trees, but it'd definitely be interesting to see that up here for sure. I'd be the one to go grab one of them and claim it as my pet, but I don't know how well that would go. But yeah, we definitely have those severe thunderstorm warnings and tornado warnings occurring. Flash flood warnings as well. Let's take a look at some of these flash flood warnings, actually. So this is for western Calcasieu Parish, northwestern Cameron Parish. That's in southwestern Louisiana. We also have southeastern Hardin County, northern Jefferson County, southwestern Newton County, and Orange County in southeastern Texas here. So Doppler radar indicated thunderstorms producing heavy rain across the warned area. Between 1 and 3 inches of rain have fallen. Additional rainfall amounts of 1 to 3 inches are possible in the warned area. Flash flooding is ongoing or expected to begin shortly. So it's definitely not good, guys. If you do happen across floodwaters, definitely please turn around. Don't drown. Your life is more important than where you're going. A lot of people like to get somewhere. I hate to say it, but I've done it myself. I've went across a small road where there was water flowing across, which was not good. I should have just turned around. But I understand that, it's sort of human nature that we can go across these flooded roadways and not really think twice about it, But definitely in this situation with 1 to 3 inches of rainfall and possibly even more rainfall on the way, 1 to 3 inches, definitely, it's definitely not going to be a good situation. So if you encounter floodwaters down here in the aforementioned counties, definitely want to make sure that you guys turn around, don't drown. Your life is more important than where you're going. Just keep that in mind, guys. Yeah, actually they do. Iguanas, I believe once it gets under like 43 or 43 degrees Fahrenheit, they sort of lose their grip. And I guess I'm not an expert, so I guess I don't know if they fall asleep or they just don't have enough heat to regulate their body temperature. So they just fall out, they just fall out of the trees, and they actually issue warnings down there, watches and warnings for that. So it'd be definitely interesting to be under a falling iguana warning. But it would definitely be pretty interesting. But take a look at this, guys. Flash flooding, Beaumont, Texas, Lake Charles, Port Arthur, Sulphur, Orange, Nederland, Groves, Port Nesh, Lumberton, Vidor, Bridge City, Westlake, West Orange, Vinton, Mauriceville, Center Gardens, Moss Bluff, Hampshire, Bevel Oaks, and China. Definitely under this flash flood warning here, so definitely not good. We also have the one to the north as well. This is for west central Allen Parish, Beauregard Parish, northwestern Calcasieu Parish. So this is southwestern Louisiana. Then we have western Vernon Parish in central Louisiana. Then we have northeastern Hardin County, southwestern Jasper County, central Newton County, and southeastern Tyler County in southeastern Texas. This is until 7:30 p.m. tonight. So this is the same thing. Doppler radar indicated thunderstorms producing heavy rain across the warned area. Between 1 and 3 inches of rain have fallen. Additional rainfall amounts of 1 to 2 inches or more are expected or possible in the warned area. Flash flooding is ongoing or expected to begin shortly. Again, turn around, don't drown, guys. Definitely not good. Agreed. Yeah, definitely. Prayers go out. And our thoughts and prayers go out to those affected by these severe storms, and especially, unfortunately, down into southeastern Louisiana tonight, where we could definitely expect even more activity than what we're seeing now. So definitely not good. So some locations that will experience flash flooding include Lumberton, DeRitter, Leesville, Silsbee, Newton, Kirbyville, Kuntz, Rose Pine, Maryville, Reeves, Bon Weir, Fields, Singer, DeQuincy, Call, Starks, Ragley, Deweyville, Boona, and Dry Creek. So definitely not good. It does look like we have a new tornado warning here. This is for northeastern Cameron Parish, southeastern Jefferson Parish, southwestern Acadia Parish, and northwestern Vermilion Parish in southwestern Louisiana until 6 p.m. So a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located over Lowry or near Lake Arthur, moving northeast at 45 miles per hour. So definitely not good. This dangerous storm will be near Lake Arthur and Klondike around 5:45. So about 9 minutes from now. Jennings, Mermentau, and Morse around 5:55. Evangeline and Egan around 6 p.m. And other locations impacted by this tornadic thunderstorm include Esterwood and Midland. So definitely not anything to play with. This includes Interstate 10 in Louisiana between mile markers 66 and 79. So let's take a look at this actually up close and personal here. So let's see here. Move this out of the way. There we go. Yeah, it's definitely a messy linear setup. You could definitely see where that tornado would be. It'd definitely be down here near Lowry. So definitely not good. This is eventually going to make its way up towards Lake Arthur. You can see the blue and red going together here. So instead of the red and green, we're going to use blue and red this time. But you can definitely see where that rotation would be at. Let's see if there's any CC drops here. There's a little bit, but this probably is due to some hail. You can definitely see a lot of hail to the south of Welsh all the way down, extending down through Highway 27 and Highway 99 here. So not good. This is radar indicated at this point, so that's good news. Right now we do not have confirmation of a tornado. It's certainly possible, especially down here near Lowry, right around Highway 3056, Highway 717 here. This is going to lift off towards Lawrence Point and Lake Arthur, so definitely be on the lookout for that. It could possibly spin up a tornado very quickly here. We could definitely see that's going together here. This is more of a straight line wind event, but we could definitely see this mesocyclone could dynamically pipe down to the surface. So this is actually over the Mermentau River. So we could get a water spout over this area, so watch out for that, guys. Yeah, definitely praying for everyone for sure. I agree with that. Yeah, it's definitely not a good situation. Looks like this tornado warning up to the north may be allowed to expire. We'll definitely keep our eye out on that. But look at these linear and discrete modes down here over the open Gulf. These storms are definitely capable of producing water spouts, and unfortunately they're going to come up into Highway 82 here over White Lake and Intracoastal City eventually. So we're going to have to watch these storms as they come inland. That's still going to be probably about 2 hours from now or so. So we're going to have to watch that event very, very closely. You can see the severe thunderstorm warning is very, very broad. So this expires in 6 minutes. Severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect until 5:45. So about 6 minutes from now for north central Cameron, West Jefferson Davis, and east central Beauregard, southeastern Calcasieu, and northwestern Allen parishes. Severe thunderstorms are located along a line extending from near Dry Creek to Homewood to 6 miles southeast of Holly Beach, moving east at 40 miles per hour. So we're looking at hazards of 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and nickel-sized hail, and tornadoes are possible within this line, especially within those bookend vortices, as these systems definitely bow out. So locations impact include Lake Charles, Cameron, Iowa, Kinder, Fenton, Reeves, Dry Creek, Hayes, Mitty, Bowler, Hackett's Corner, Harmony, LeBlanc Settlement, LeBlanc, Sweet Lake, Gibbstown, Homewood, Bell City, and La Cassine. So we're definitely going to have to watch out for this very, very closely. So we're still looking at radar-indicated rotation in both of these storms. So that's definitely good news. Looks like that area to the north here in east central Beauregard and west central Allen parishes will expire at 5:45, so 5 more minutes. It looks like the storm which prompted the warning has weakened below severe limits and no longer appears capable of producing a tornado. Therefore, the warning will be allowed to expire. However, gusty winds and heavy rain are still possible with this thunderstorm. A tornado watch remains in effect until 6 p.m. for southwestern Louisiana. And this is very important here, guys. So to report severe weather, contact your nearest law enforcement agency. They will relay your report to the National Weather Service. So definitely be on the lookout for that. So if you guys spot any activity, definitely make sure you report it. So that way others in the path of this storm system and those that are unaware can definitely get those warnings delivered to them. So we still have this radar indicated rotation here. This is for northeastern Cameron Parish, southeastern Jefferson Davis Parish, southwestern Acadia Parish, northwestern Vermilion Parish, and southwestern Louisiana until 6 p.m. So a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado is located over Lowry or near Lake Arthur, moving northeast at 45 miles per hour. So this dangerous storm will be near Lake Arthur and Klondike around 5:45 p.m., Jennings, Mermentau, and Morse around 5:55, Evangeline and Egan around 6 p.m. And other locations impacted by this tornadic thunderstorm include Esterwood and Midland. This includes Interstate 10 in Louisiana between mile markers 66 and 79. So definitely have to watch this, especially the southern portion of the storm here. It's definitely not looking good. Near Lake Arthur and Lawrence Point. You can definitely see how crazy that is. Definitely not a good situation for sure. I don't know if Webcam Taxi has a Lake Arthur cam. It would be pretty cool if we can tap into that just to see what's going on down there. I doubt they do. But nevertheless, we can definitely take a look and see what we can find here. Yeah, it's definitely a very significant severe weather event. I've had a lot of people say, oh, this is just hype. Well, no, it's not just hype. It's definitely very, very intense for sure. Yeah, definitely not good. Not good at all. Unfortunately, no webcams from down here. Definitely trying to find a webcam that we can tap into. Definitely be pretty interesting to see, for sure. We have the regional class research vessel down here. Let's see here. We can definitely keep this camera up just in case. If any activity definitely starts to ramp up, we could definitely tune into that camera. Yeah, so 17 more minutes on this tornado warning. Tornado warning remains in effect until 6 p.m. for southeastern Jefferson Davis and southwestern Acadia counties. So a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado is located over Lake Arthur, moving northeast at 45 miles per hour. This dangerous storm will be near Jennings and Mermentau around 5:55 p.m. Central Standard Time. Evangeline and Morse around 6 p.m., Egan around 6:05 p.m., and Crowley around 6:10 p.m. And other locations impacted by this tornadic thunderstorm include Esterwood and Midland, so we definitely have to watch out for this for sure. It could definitely produce a brief spin up here, or possibly even a dangerous tornado like we've seen. Squall lines like this are definitely typical. You can definitely see squall line is a very common type of thunderstorm. Supercells are actually the least common type of thunderstorm here. I do have an entire lecture devoted to that that I definitely want to pull up. I know last time we tried to do that, I know that the mic was going in and out, which wasn't really that good, unfortunately. So, we could definitely, I definitely want to plan a lecture day to go into all the severe, to all the thunderstorm types as well. I think that would definitely be pretty interesting and definitely something worthwhile to look into. Let's see. We still have that tornado warning up here. That's definitely going to be allowed to expire. Looks like that severe thunderstorm warning has been allowed to expire as well. So that's good news. Unfortunately, we can take a look at these cells. Definitely getting ready to come ashore. There's definitely some water spouts, I would definitely say. We could definitely see here. I'm curious. Let's see. What is the closest radar site that we can see here? I'm guessing this will be the one here. That's okay. We could definitely take a look at that. Take a look at some of the velocity measurements. It's possible. There's definitely some possible rotation in here. Definitely some deep persistent mesocyclones for sure. We're not going to get much off correlation coefficient since this is over open water. But take a look at these cells offshore, especially this one here. Look at that. Look at that sort of appendage coming around. You can definitely see a water spout down here. Unfortunately, this is going to come ashore. This looks to be about 7:25 p.m. So we'll keep an eye out for this. It's going to come ashore to North Island, right across Highway 82 here. So that's around 7:25 p.m. tonight. So we're going to have to watch this very carefully. This storm is definitely still going strong here. So this remains in effect until 6 p.m. for southeastern Jefferson Davis and southwestern Acadia. So definitely in about 10 minutes, it'll be around Jennings and Mermitaw. Evangeline and Morse around 6. Egan around 6:05 p.m. and Crowley around 6:10. Also Esterwood and Midlands. We're going to have to watch this storm very carefully. But yeah, the squall lines like this are definitely pretty common down here. We get these a lot in Pittsburgh as well. We often don't get a lot of supercells here in Pittsburgh. But down here in the south, we often get some supercells, but they usually take the form of a QLCS or a quasi-linear convective system or a squall line. So definitely pretty interesting to see. There's a lot of tornado vortex signatures out there. So TVS, definitely tornado vortex signature. This storm near Pine Prairie and Ville Platte definitely looks to be intensifying as well. Like that clean inflow notch on the backside, sort of like a inverted V notch. We're going to have to watch this. This is going to go towards Cottonport and Marksville. But definitely that storm down here towards Lake Arthur and these storms down to the south are definitely going to get their act together, for sure. I'm curious real quick. I just want to take a look up to Pennsylvania, just quickly. In the Pittsburgh area, of course, nothing going on. But I do want to look at the model data real quick. I just want to curious to see what's going on here. With the actual snow totals that are coming up. Oops, wrong one. Let's go to convective allowing. We'll go to the HRRR. And this one is done loading, so that's good. Let's go to, yeah, I guess we can use precipitation type. That's fine. So I'm curious to see. Okay, so that snow is mainly going to miss the area here, Pittsburgh area, but it's definitely going to start around 4 a.m. Definitely go to the north of the area, and then we get that big push around 10 a.m., so that's definitely not good. And then by the time I'm getting out of work, around 1, this doesn't go out to 1, but yeah, it definitely looks like it's going to be an interesting event. So we'll definitely see what's going on, for sure. Apologize for that aside there. I definitely wanted to take a look at that. I actually want to look at the snowfall, the 10-to-1 snowfall accumulations. Okay, so let's see here. Okay, so we're looking at about an inch of snow or so here in the Pittsburgh area. That's kind of surprising. But yeah, we do have a lot of that melting and that dry slot coming through, so that'll be interesting to see. Michigan definitely missing out on the snow, most of Michigan for at least the next 18 hours, except down here through Missouri and Arkansas here, where we can definitely see about 4.5 inches up here, so definitely not good. So yeah, the higher terrain here definitely between 7 to 12 inches of snowfall. Same thing in Missouri as well. So that's definitely interesting to look at. Let's go back to the radar data. You can definitely see all of this snow coming into Oklahoma City as well. So that's, like we said yesterday, it's definitely not good. A lot of melting is going to occur. But let's take a look back at the severe weather, because that's indeed what we're here for, folks. So let's see here. 10 more minutes of tornado warning. Let's actually see what's going on here in the dynamics. So it's still over for 6 p.m. So 10 more minutes. Southeastern Jefferson Davis and southwestern Acadia parishes here. But definitely not good. Definitely not good, guys. Especially these storms to the south. We're going to have to watch these. That special marine warning is definitely going to have to get extended here to the east a little bit. Severe thunderstorms capable of producing waterspouts were located along a line extending from 6 nautical miles east of Cameron to near West Cameron 167 to near High Island A 131, moving east at 35 knots. So definitely not good, guys. All right, I will be back in a couple minutes, guys. I'm going to loop this radar real quick, so that way you guys can see what's going on. And I will be right back. Thank you for joining me. I'll be back in a couple minutes. I'm still going to keep this live stream going, but I will be back. Hang on a couple minutes, guys. Thank you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I am back. Just had to go check on something real quick. Definitely appreciate your patience as always. This is a very strong sail over the open Gulf of Mexico waters here. Moving northeast at 62 miles per hour, so it's definitely a very, very strong storm. Definitely moving very quickly. So that's definitely not good news. Justin gets off at 11 tonight, so hopefully we'll be able to jump on the live stream together tonight as well. So that'll be interesting for sure. Man, these storms are definitely getting closer. Unfortunately, they're definitely moving in to the Baton Rouge, New Orleans, Port Sulphur area later on tonight. So it'll definitely be interesting to watch what's going to happen here. Let's actually go over to the New Orleans radar here. A little bit of rain showers off to the west. Nothing too crazy at the moment. Still have that radar indicated rotation here. Let me see something real quick. Yeah, it's definitely pretty crazy out there, guys. Looks like this tornado warning is going to be allowed to expire here. We'll definitely keep an eye out on this. So, severe squall line, or QLCS, capable of producing both tornadoes and extensive straight line wind damage, was located near Mermentau, moving northeast at 55 miles per hour. This dangerous storm will be near Egan around 6 p.m., so about 4 minutes, and Crowley around 6:05 p.m. Other locations impacted by this tornadic thunderstorm include Esterwood and Midland. So we're definitely going to be watching this very closely here. Curious to see what we have going on up to the north as well. Let's see here. Let's actually turn on some of these warnings as well, just to get a feel for what's going on. You can see how massive this storm system is, guys. So these are the winter storm watches and winter storm warnings up to the north. So definitely pretty interesting. Let me just show you some of that here, guys. So this is through Missouri and Arkansas and southeastern or eastern Oklahoma here. So heavy snow expected. Total snow accumulations of 3 to 6 inches across eastern Oklahoma and west central Arkansas, and 5 to 10 inches across far northwest Arkansas. So northwest and west central Arkansas, east central, northeast, and south east Oklahoma. This is through 6 a.m. Wednesday. Travel could be very difficult, especially in the higher terrain areas of southeast Oklahoma and northwest Arkansas. The hazardous conditions will likely impact the evening commute, so that's definitely not good here, guys. Then we have these winter weather advisories as well. Wet snow expected. Total snow accumulations of up to 3 inches. Winds gusting as high as 40 miles per hour. This is in southeast Missouri, Stoddard, and Scott counties in southern Illinois, along and southeast of Anna to Marion, to Carmi Line, and all of southwest Indiana. This is from 6 p.m. this evening to noon Central Standard Time Wednesday. So plan on slippery road conditions. The hazardous conditions could impact the morning commute. Let's take a look at the winter weather advisories back behind this storm system. So snow expected. Total snow accumulations of 1 to 3 inches with locally higher amounts possible. This is for portions of east central and northeastern Kansas, and central, northeastern, northwestern, and west central Missouri. This is from 6 p.m. Tuesday to noon Central Standard Time Wednesday. So plan on slippery road conditions. Once again, this could definitely impact Wednesday's morning commute. Let's take a look up here in Chicago. So slippery travel due to falling snow expected. Total snow accumulations of 3 to 5 inches expected. This is through Lake Indiana and Porter counties. From midnight tonight to midnight Central Standard Time Wednesday night. Plan on slippery road conditions, including during the Wednesday morning and evening commutes. Let's take a look up here into Michigan here. Snow expected. Total snow accumulations of 3 to 6 inches. This is for Shiawassee, Genesee, Lapeer, Livingston, Oakland, Macomb, and Washtenaw counties. This is from 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time Wednesday. Plan on slippery road conditions. The hazardous conditions could impact the evening commute. Light snow will develop around 8 a.m. However, amounts and impacts during the morning commute are expected to remain minimal. Snow will then steadily increase and intensify, with the peak of the heaviest snowfall rates between 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. Wednesday. Travel conditions will deteriorate considerably during the afternoon and early commute. This is through Michigan. So we're going to have to watch out for this. Let's take a look into Cleveland. So mixed precipitation expected. Total snow accumulations of 2 to 4 inches expected with a light glaze of ice possible. This is portions of north central, northeast, and northwest Ohio. This is from 3 a.m. to 3 p.m. Wednesday. So plan on slippery road conditions. The hazardous conditions could impact a Wednesday morning commute. Snow will overspread the area Wednesday morning before transitioning to a wintry mix and then rain by Wednesday afternoon. The heaviest snow is expected Wednesday morning when snow rates of up to 1 inch per hour may be possible. So we're going to have to watch this for sure. Let's take a look at the Pittsburgh area here. So snow expected. Snow accumulations between 1 and 4 inches. Winds gusting as high as 35 miles per hour. Portions of east central Ohio, portions of southwest and western Pennsylvania, portions of northern West Virginia, from 3 a.m. to 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time Wednesday. So plan on slippery road conditions. The hazardous conditions could impact Wednesday morning commute. So we're going to have to watch this very carefully. We have that winter storm watch in central Pennsylvania, north central Pennsylvania, that is. Heavy snow with rates greater than 1 inch per hour. Total snow accumulations of 4 to 6 inches and ice accumulations of a light glaze possible. Winds could gust as high as 40 miles per hour. This is portions of central Pennsylvania from late tonight through Wednesday evening. Travel could be very difficult. The hazardous conditions will impact the Wednesday morning commute. Snow-covered roads and reduced visibility will make travel very difficult. Gusty winds and heavy wet snow may result in downed trees and power lines. Snow will transition to a mixed precipitation during the afternoon and evening hours, so it's definitely going to be very interesting. Take a look at down here through West Virginia. Mixed precipitation expected. Total snow accumulations up to 2 inches and ice accumulations around 0.2 of an inch. So that's definitely not good. So that's about 1/5 of an inch. Winds gusting to as high as 40 miles per hour. This is portions of northeast and southeast West Virginia from 6 a.m. to 4 p.m. Wednesday. Plan on slippery road conditions. The hazardous conditions could impact the morning commute. So definitely not good. Definitely not good at all. Let's head into New York up here. So snow and mixed precipitation expected. Precipitation may remain all snow longer across Niagara and Orleans counties. Total snow accumulations of 2 to 4 inches, locally higher in Niagara and Orleans counties. Ice accumulations of a few hundredths of an inch across the southern tier. Winds gusting over 30 miles per hour. Additional snow is expected later Wednesday night through Thursday across western New York. This is Niagara, Orleans, Erie, Genesee, Wyoming. Let's see here, Chautauqua, and Cattaraugus counties. This is from 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. Wednesday. Plan on slippery road conditions, so definitely could impact the morning or evening commute on Wednesday. So definitely not good. Let's take a look at eastern Pennsylvania here. Snow expected. Total accumulations of 1 to 3 inches. Winds gusting as high as 35 miles per hour. So this is New Jersey, Warren and Morris, and in Pennsylvania, this is Northampton, from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Wednesday. Plan on slippery road conditions. Hazardous conditions could impact the morning or evening commutes. A burst of snow with snowfall rates potentially exceeding 1 inch per hour is expected early in the day. The snow will continue through late morning before changing perhaps briefly over to a wintry mix and then to plain rain into the afternoon. So we have to watch that very, very closely. Then we get into these winter storm warnings up here into the New England area. Let's see here rather quickly. All right. Sorry about that. I had a cough for a second. I had like dust or something. I don't know what it was. So this is northern Saratoga and Warren County. So heavy mixed precipitation expected. Total snow accumulations of 4 to 8 inches and ice accumulations up to 1/10 of an inch. This is from Wednesday, 10 a.m. to 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time Thursday. Travel could be very difficult. Hazardous conditions will impact the afternoon and evening commutes on Wednesday. Snowfall rates will be near 1 inch per hour on Wednesday afternoon and evening. So definitely please take it slow out there, guys. See how dynamic of a system this is going to be. Let's go up through Maine as well. Heavy snow and some mixed precipitation expected. Total snow accumulations between 7 and 13 inches. Sleet accumulations around 1/3 of an inch. And ice accumulations around 1/10 of an inch. So you can definitely see a mixed bag of precipitation for sure. Winds gusting to as high as 45 miles per hour. This is portions of central highlands, far eastern, interior down east, and Penobscot Valley, Maine, from 7 p.m. to 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time Thursday. Visibilities may drop below 1/4 of a mile due to falling and blowing snow. The strong winds and weight of the snow on tree limbs may down power lines and could cause sporadic power outages. Travel could be very difficult to impossible. The hazardous conditions could impact the Thursday morning commute. So definitely not good here, guys. Definitely not good here at all. As you can see how vast these warnings are. These winter storm watches, winter storm warnings, winter weather advisories as well. Let's take a look down here through Texas as well. Wet snow expected. Total snow accumulations from a trace to 3 inches are possible, mainly on elevated and grassy surfaces. This is for portions of north central and northeastern Texas. This is through midnight Central Standard Time tonight. Plan on slippery road conditions. The hazardous conditions could impact the evening commute. Wednesday morning commute may also be impacted due to any remaining snow and potential refreezing on bridges and overpasses. So definitely be on the lookout here through Texas. Let's take a look at in New Mexico as well. Snow expected. Total snow accumulations between 2 and 4 inches, except up to 6 inches in the higher terrain of the southern Sangre de Cristo Mountains, Central Highlands, Glorieta Mesa, including Glorieta Pass, and southern Sangre de Cristo Mountains. This is from 6 p.m. this evening to 6 a.m. Wednesday. Plan on snow-packed or icy road conditions. This includes portions of I-40, I-25, and US 285. So definitely not good there. Let's take a look at some of these winter storm warnings we have going on here. So heavy snow expected. Total snow accumulations of 8 to 14 inches. Winds gusting as high as 45 miles per hour. This is in South Dakota, the northern Black Hills, and Wyoming, the Wyoming Black Hills, from 11 p.m. this evening to 11 p.m. Mountain Standard Time Wednesday. Travel could be very difficult. Widespread blowing snow could significantly reduce visibility. Gusty winds could bring down tree branches. Additional details here. So a break in the snowfall is expected late Wednesday night into early Thursday. However, additional rounds of heavy snow are anticipated late Thursday through Saturday. So we'll definitely have to watch out for this for sure. Take a look at the winter weather advisories here. Snow expected. Totals will vary widely across the area. The heaviest snow is expected along the north of Highway 14A, where total accumulations of 8 to 15 inches are possible. Heavier snow is also expected across higher elevations of the far southern Bighorns, where 6 to 12 inches of snow accumulation is possible. Elsewhere, including along Highway 16, totals will range from 1 to 3 inches. Wind gusts of 30 to 40 miles per hour are possible within the heaviest snow. This is within the Bighorn Mountain West. This is from 5 p.m. Tuesday afternoon to 5 p.m. Wednesday. Travel could be difficult. Patchy blowing snow could significantly reduce visibility. Backcountry enthusiasts, including snowmobilers, can easily become disoriented and lost, so be prepared if recreating out here, for sure. And let's take a look at in Idaho here as well. We have a winter weather advisory. Snow expected above 3,000 feet, so total snow accumulations of 2 to 5 inches is expected. The morning commute will be impacted with slick snow-covered roadways. This is for Camas Prairie, Grangeville, and vicinity, and Whitebird Grade, from 10 p.m. this evening to 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I keep saying Eastern. Pacific Standard Time Wednesday. So plan on slippery road conditions here, guys. So that covers all of the areas of warnings. Actually, let's take a look up here. I think we missed this area here. So this is lake-enhanced snow expected. Total snow accumulations of 2 to 5 inches. Locally higher amounts possible, especially around Lewiston, Tofty, and Finland. This is for Southern Lake and Southern Cook counties. This includes the tribal lands of the Grand Portage Reservation from 6 p.m. this evening to 4 p.m. Central Standard Time Wednesday. So plan on slippery road conditions. The hazardous conditions can impact the morning or evening commutes. So that basically covers all of the winter weather advisories that we have going on here, guys. Just wanted to have everybody aware of those as well. So let's turn all these off again. And let's actually go back down here and focus on the severe weather once again. We have a severe thunderstorm warning ongoing here. Severe thunderstorm warning issued at 5:57 p.m. until 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Time by the National Weather Service in Lake Charles. So this is for West Central Lafayette Parish, Southern Acadia Parish, and northwestern Vermilion Parish in southwestern Louisiana until 6:30 p.m. A severe thunderstorm was located over Morse or near Mermentau, moving northeast at 55 miles per hour. So 60 mile per hour wind gusts and penny-sized hail are possible. Expect damage to roofs, siding, and trees. Locations impact include Crowley, Scott, Rain, Mermentau, Dusson, Morse, Riceville, Meyer, Indian Bayou, Egan, Lyons Point, Ridge, Esterwood, and Midland. This includes Interstate 10 in Louisiana between mile markers 73 and 96. So definitely be on the lookout for that. And you can definitely see this special marine warning has been extended. So this is issued at 5:59 Central Standard Time until 8 p.m. Tonight by the National Weather Service in Lake Charles, Louisiana. So coastal waters from Intracoastal City to Cameron, Louisiana, out about 20 nautical miles, and waters from Intracoastal City to Cameron, Louisiana, 20 to 60 nautical miles out. So this is severe thunderstorms capable of producing waterspouts were located along a line extending from 10 nautical miles northwest of East Cameron, 23 to 9 nautical miles southwest of Cameron 368, moving east at 20 knots. So the hazards include water spouts, wind gusts to nearly 50 knots, and small hail. So water spouts can easily overturn boats and create locally hazardous seas. Small craft could be damaged in briefly higher winds and suddenly higher waves. We have a massive list of locations impacted here. So this includes Vermilion 119, East Cameron 109, West Cameron 248, Vermilion 78, East Cameron 71, East Cameron 222, West Cameron WC 284, East Cameron 33, West Cameron 192, East Cameron 160, Vermilion 39, Vermilion 38, East Cameron EC 122, Vermilion 200, East Cameron 81, Vermilion 24, West Cameron 269, Vermilion 67, Vermilion 22, and East Cameron 157. So you can definitely see that long line of squall line here. And this is a nice appendage coming out here, unfortunately. This is definitely where a water spout would be forming. So we're going to have to watch this very rapidly and very closely. You can definitely see there's a lot of rotation within these bands over the open Gulf waters. So definitely water spouts are definitely on the rise down there. And that looks like, at least for now, let's take a look at some of these special weather statements up here in Mississippi as well. Let's see, we'll go to this one here. So strong thunderstorms will impact portions of central Tensas and central Madison parishes, southwestern Warren, Claiborne, Jefferson, and northeastern Adams counties through 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. So at 6:04 p.m., Doppler radar was tracking strong thunderstorms along a line extending 7 miles north of New Light to 7 miles northeast of Cooter Point to near Spokane to near Vidalia. Movement was northeast at 50 miles per hour, so winds in excess of 40 miles per hour, possibly some small hail. So gusty winds could knock down tree limbs and blow around unsecured objects, possibly leading to some power outages. This includes Vicksburg, Natchez, Tallulah, Alcorn, Fayette, Port Gibson, Newellton, St. Joseph, Waterproof, Rocky Springs, Stanton, Latonia, I guess I should say, Lorman, Stampley, Red Lick, Lake Bruin, Somerset, Hermanville, Afton, and Yokenna. So definitely be on the lookout for these cells as well. We also have this special weather statement. This expires in about 2 minutes. So it's a strong thunderstorm will impact portions of central Yazoo, northwestern Hinds, and southwestern Madison counties through 6:15, so 2 more minutes. So Doppler radar was tracking a strong thunderstorm near Edwards, or 15 miles west of Clinton, moving northeast at 65, so penny-sized hail and probably 40-mile-per-hour winds at least. Minor damage to outdoor objects is possible. This includes Jackson, Clinton, Yazoo City, Benton, Florida, Edwards, Bolton, Pocahontas, Brownsville, Murrayville, Tinsley, Little Yazoo, Annandale, and Bentonia here. So yeah, guys, that covers basically all of the warnings so far. But you can definitely see throughout the New Orleans area, we're getting some of them showers developing off to the west. These could definitely easily become supercell thunderstorms moving up through Bogalusa and Macomb here, so we're going to have to watch these very closely. But we do have these storms here still ongoing here. Down to the south, this is stretching from Alexandria all the way to the open Gulf waters here. So that's actually, I don't know if that's actually going to create an actual measurement here. Curious. Yeah, we're okay. Might be okay. I don't know if that's gonna. Yeah, unfortunately, that's not gonna work very, very good. We could take it here, I guess, right? So what, about 140 miles? So it's definitely a pretty significant line of thunderstorms here. But definitely, guys, I'm going to hop off of here again, and I will definitely be back on a little bit later. I definitely appreciate you guys joining me. We definitely have all these watches and warnings going on. As we covered, if you guys want to go back, we covered all of the snow totals as well. They're going to appear up to the north in this system, so definitely be on the lookout for that. We definitely covered that here. But I'm going to jump off of here for probably about 20 minutes, 30 minutes, and then jump back on. Yeah, definitely appreciate it, guys. So definitely hit that subscribe button if you're enjoying our content. Definitely hit that like button and share this information out there to those that need it the most. And always remember, guys, never stop chasing.